This is my new-to-me 2002 Toyota Tacoma Extra Cab. It's the first truck I've ever owned, even though I've wanted and needed one for a long time. Although this truck is 17 years old, you can tell it's been well taken care of its whole life. I found this truck for sale locally by its original owner, who bought it new here in town at Toyota of Knoxville, Tennessee. The Tacoma was the replacement for the legendary Toyota Hilux, or as they were known here in the US, the Toyota Pickup. The Tacoma was quite different than its predecessor, as it put a much greater emphasis on ride quality, comfort, and safety to better suit the needs of the North American truck market. Toyota made lots of first-generation Tacomas over the years and offered them in all sorts of configurations. Mine is an extra cab, step-side model in the scorching, radiant red color. This particular truck came loaded with a big list of optional equipment items like anti-lock brakes, 16-inch alloy wheels, a bed liner, a security system, the SR5 No. 2 package, which includes a ton of appearance and convenience stuff, and finally an additional convenience package that offers even more creature comforts, pushing the back then sticker price to $20,500. One of the reasons you gotta love finding a well cared for vehicle like this is having all of the original documents. The owner's manual is where it belongs here in the glove box, and the owner gave me all the paperwork from the original sale and a complete service history. Nice! One thing that has me scratching my head a bit is this. I found this paperwork that tells us that the dealer installed an aftermarket leather seat package which has Tacoma Limited Edition embroidered on each front seat. Oh, that's classy. In addition to that, there are these limited badges on the tailgate and rear quarter panel. I don't think this is an actual thing. I'm thinking that the dealer just slapped these badges on to bump up the price a bit. If that's the case, these might have to go. While this truck was considered mid-size at the time, it looks pretty small compared to the mid-size trucks that are popular now, like the Chevrolet Colorado, Ford Ranger, and current-day Tacoma. Powering my Tacoma is the 2.4-liter 2RZ FE 4-cylinder engine that's pushing out 142 horsepower and 160 pound-feet of torque. It's attached to a 4-speed automatic transmission and a 372-to-1 ratio diff out back. Okay, let's get in and go for a drive. Alright folks, welcome to the luxurious interior of my 2002 Tacoma Extra Cab, limited edition. Now I know I'm just a brand new member of Truck Club, but I love Truck Club already, it's awesome. So I have never owned a truck before. This is my first one. I've rented trucks, I've borrowed trucks, I've rode in people's trucks, but I've never owned one. I think the problem is every time I got to looking for one, I would find a couple, I'd go check them out. There was always some kind of hidden issue that I had to seek out and find, like a detective, that wasn't disclosed or something like that. And every time I would get to that point, I would say, okay, I want to start shopping for a truck again. I would go out, spend so much time researching and looking. Next thing you know, I find something and find out it's got a crash history or it was at the bottom of a lake. Who knows? I've been looking around for a Tacoma for quite a while, but every time I'd find one, it either had a bazillion miles or was rusty. So even though I haven't had this truck very long, it's already been super useful. I've hauled some things and taken care of some stuff that I've wanted to do for a long time, things I just couldn't do without a truck. Now this puppy's been modified. I'm gonna see if you can hear this. Ready? Listen. You hear that? So it's got some kind of homemade dual exhaust system. You can't blame folks for wanting to modify their exhaust. I think I've modified the exhaust on every car I've ever owned, so I give the guy credit for doing it. But I have to say, with the 4-cylinder Toyota here, the sound is just not great. I think there's a leak also, which is sort of making it all worse. This truck runs and drives great, nice and smooth, easy to drive, but the acceleration, if I had to sum it up in one word, it would be glacial. This thing is slow. It has got to be one of the slowest things I've ever driven. All right, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna floor it. That's it. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is so slow, people. Oh, I wish you could just feel how slow that is through the camera. Maybe if I manually do this. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Okay, let's do a little acceleration test. Here we go. That is matted. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, well, trucks aren't meant to be fast, right? Okay, let's go do some truck stuff. So since I have a truck, I just go to the contractor part, right? Well, folks, I hope you like my brand new to me truck. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. I would love to hear all about it. Now, I definitely have some plans for this thing in the future, so you'll want to stay tuned for that one. Thank you for all your awesome support. And with that said, thanks again, folks. We'll see you next time.